Hi and welcome students. I'm Rebecca Weaver and we're going to be looking at the rectangular coordinate system today. I'm going to be graphing some points. So here's the rectangular coordinate system. It's also known as the XY plane. You might hear it called that. The horizontal number line is called the x-axis. The vertical number line is called the y-axis. The x and the y-axis together form the rectangular coordinate system. These axes are divided into a plane that is composed of four regions called quadrants. The quadrants are identified by Roman numerals beginning in the upper right and proceeding counterclockwise. So you'll see we have quadrant 1, quadrant 2, 3, and 4. Notice that quadrant 1 is positive x and positive y values. Quadrant 2 is negative x values and positive y values. Quadrant 3, negative x values, negative y values. Quadrant 4 has positive x values and negative y values, just making observations. So let's look at what we call ordered pairs. And here we have our graph sitting there. Now an ordered pair, xy, we put that in parentheses and a comma in between. An ordered pair give the coordinates of a point into a rectangular coordinate system. We can locate it on this grid somewhere. The first number x is the x-coordinate. The second number y is the y-coordinate. Always, this is how we're going to order them. The point 0, 0 is called the origin. So you'll notice it sitting right there in the middle. Now we're going to plot some points and identify the quadrant in which each is located. So let's first look at the point 1, 3. So the point 1, 3 means I go to where x is 1. It's kind of like x is my left-right button, so I go right 1 because that's positive, so I go right 1. And then I would go, the y-coordinate's my up-down, so up is positive, and I'd go up 3. So if I were to mark that, there I would go. Mark it right there on that grid. Now, and I look to see what quadrant it's in. It's in quadrant 1. Nice. Let's look at our next point. It's the x is 1, so I go to the right 1, and then the negative means I go down 3. So down 1, 2, 3. And that is where I would put that next dot. I notice that it is in quadrant 4. Next point we're going to look at is negative 2, 4. That tells me I need to go, my left, right, so let's go to the left 2, 1, 2. And then my up down button says go up 4. That's my Y button. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put my dot right there. And then I can see that that's in quadrant 2. My last point I'm going to do is negative 3, negative 5. So I start at my center and I go to the left 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll draw a dot right there and notice that it is in quadrant 3. All right, so we've plotted some points. Now let's do a little bit more with our grid. We're going to name the following ordered pairs and locations. For point A, let's see, we're going to put him right there. So let's see, we don't go left, right, any. So the x-coordinate would be 0. And then we're going to go up 5. So this coordinate point would look like 0, 5. So there's my A. He's 0, 5. Now where is he? Because they want us to give the location. He happens to be on the y-axis. He's not really in a quadrant. He's on the borderline, so he's on an axis. Let's look at our B point, find out where he is. There's our B point. Let's see, I have to go left 6. So I would write that as negative 6 and then down 1 would be negative 6, negative 1. He's in quadrant 3. All right, let's look at a point C. There he is, sitting right there in the middle. That is the point 0, 0. I don't go left, don't go right. He's point 0, 0. Where is he located? The origin. That point has its own special name. Let's look for point D. Now point D is sitting right there. I'm going to go right 3, so my x-coordinate would be a 3, and I'm not going to go up, down at all. So my point would be 3, 0, and this would be on the x-axis. Now that's all we have for graphing these ordered pairs, or sometimes they're called coordinate points. You could call them that as well. If you have any question about this, feel free to email me and have a wonderful day. Bye now.